Hi, I'm Jason Kelly with the Kelly Letter here in Kyoto with the Andersons, Byron and Sarah.
Hello.
And my friends and longtime subscribers of the Kelly Letter, and they were just telling me today what a difference it's made in their lives, and I thought we've got to get that on camera. So I just wanted to hear what kind of difference it's made in your life.
Yes. So we have been a Kelly Letter follower, users for 13 years.
13 years.
13 years. And during that time, we've been able to relax more and simply engage in the buy and sell process based on the signals 4 times a year, once every 3 months. I came to learn about Jason in reading one of his earliest books, and then began to follow the letter. And probably in 2014,
14 or 15.
we began to transition some of our portfolio into the signal systems,
Right.
and really followed along as the newsletter began to add the 3, 6, and then the 9 eventually.
Right.
And we have had the ups and downs, and certainly have benefited from times that Jason has walked us through being calm, being patient. These things too will pass, these down and difficult times. And then we have also seen the highs and the times that you cheer and you're able to sell and ring the bell. per
Yeah.
se.
Yeah, right. And I'm curious from both of you. I know, Byron, before you subscribed to the letter, and then even after you subscribed, you were picking and choosing stocks sometimes and trying different strategies. Did both of you notice a change in stress level when you came over to the signal system? You did too?
Most definitely. I found that within our household, Byron really is our investor.
Yeah.
And I'm more the daily budget person. But it's all going to be okay. That it's a system, it's tried, it's true. Every 3 months, we reevaluate where are we at, do a little family meeting, look at
Yep.
where we're at and readjust. And it really has, I think, put less stress on our relationship, but also on Byron.
That's great. Exactly the result I've been going for many
Yeah.
years. It took a while to get to the right combination of factors, but it's so
I
good
think
to hear
in
that.
some ways the letter feels as though someone is walking along with you, and that really helps a person, because in many ways it's the psychological challenge of watching things change.
No
Portfolios go up, portfolio values go down, and to know that there is a plan, you actually do want it to go up, you actually do want it to go down, takes a while to really come to own that. And it's really helpful having sort of a regular check-in with the letter, by saying, here's where things are at, here's where things are at play, and what we're doing is a system, and it does prove positive. So yes, I spent a lot of years trying a number of different strategies.
Yes.
And at a certain point, I decided I was done trying to do guessing. I was done trying to work through what the letter calls the noise, or the book calls the noise,
Yeah.
the signal book.
Zero validity
Zero validity.
forecasters.
And so at a certain point, my other strategies that I used, in time, I actually set some of those aside. And really at this point, so we retired 5 years ago. We're fortunate people. There are many things that have worked out well for us in our life. And the investing piece is another chunk that I'm glad that 10 plus years ago, we transitioned our investing really strategy
Yeah.
practices into following the letter. For a while we were in the 3 and the 9, but for us in the end I decided I just wanted to be in one, and so I happened to be in the 9% and it's worked fine for me. I mean, it's a good place for me to be relative to my tolerance.
Good.
And so I feel very blessed to be where we're at. And it's really not necessarily because something that we've done. It's just we stayed with a plan.
Sure.
And I believe in the plan.
Good.
And I appreciate the investment that you've done in people like us to giving us that reassurance, like, this does work.
Yes.
Just stay with the plan.
This makes my day. That's exactly the result I've been going for many years. And I wonder if you could talk a moment just about specific stress points. It's one of the things I hear repeatedly is that the high volatility of the market, if you're watching this video, you might be nodding your head in agreement that the high volatility of the market is tough to take sometimes. And especially since we use leverage, it's even more volatile.
Yes.
And could you just talk a little bit about some specific moments you remember when you felt stressed by the market and maybe
Sure.
how the system helped you get through those
Yeah.
moments?
How about if you tell about some moments that you saw me being stressed or something?
Yes, maybe that'd be better.
First, one of the things that I feel we have had the opportunity to do and because of the way the investments have been able to go, is we have been able to retire fairly early. We have been able to travel. We've been able to bless others, our family, friends, different maybe charitable organizations beyond what I believe that we would have ever been able to do because of this. So after retirement, and there was a pretty big of the market.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I don't remember.
The 2022 bear market.
Yeah. So we had been traveling, and Byron woke up in the night, and the market had gone down significantly. I'm sure many people felt that and saw it happen, and it was stressful. And I think for you, it was when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're worried about your family. That's what you were feeling.
Right.
Like, should I have done this? Even though it's been years that we have been doing the
Right.
system.
Yeah.
So
Or the signal.
during the time that we've been doing it, the signal system, which is a decade now at least, something like that, we've been through some ups and downs. When one's psychology is really tested is when you're well in to 95+% into the market.
Yeah.
And so this notion of I still have money on the side, there really is an eddy left on the side.
Yeah.
And you're feeling as though I don't know if I can hold on.
Yes.
And I think it's during those times that we did hold on.
I know you did.
We took the advice of the letter that says, I know this is what you're feeling like. Don't give up at this time.
Good.
And those are difficult times. But once we decided to follow the plan, on occasion we had to remind ourselves we're following a plan. And this isn't a Byron made up plan. This is a tested plan, and we're going to lean into that and believe that these things are true. And
Yes.
it worked out well.
Good.
So there will be, no matter what your investments are, whether they are in individual stocks or in index funds or things like that, there are downs
Yeah.
and there are ups. And I don't know the way of avoiding it. And so...
Neither do I, for the record, and neither does anyone else.
So I have been in the spaces that are stressful, and they are stressful. But if you can decide that this is the plan you're going to do, you're having to do very little guesswork because you're just watching the calendar for that date at which you simply respond to the price on that date.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what I'm doing. I'm responding to a price. If it's low, I'm okay with that. If it's high, it's like, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it will be what it's going to be, knowing that it is consistently over time moving up. It's just allowing me to benefit from those ups and downs on a quarterly or annual basis, whatever the market happens to grant me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations to both of you
Thank
on
you.
your nice
Thank
retirement
you.
and your
Thank you,
travel
Jason.
schedule. They travel all the time. That's why they came through Kyoto. Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our pleasure.